Hello. Hello. Hello, hello. Okay. Let's get Shia LaBeouf out of the way. Let's keep him in the corner to cheer us on. Okay. Oh, I don't have my guy ready. Hold on. How foolish. How foolish of me to not have my little guy ready. Well, you need to do the thing where you go file, open, and then do this. You do. And that's what you gotta do. There I am. Okay. Okay. Oh, I need to make sure that I can see everybody. So, what I'm trying to do today is to do the dual stream on Twitch and YouTube again. So I'm gonna see how it works. If there aren't too many technical difficulties. Why the hell am I putting the glove on my left arm? Here we go. Don't even have my glove on. The mic cable is getting in the way. Okay, here we go. There we go. And of course I have to sneeze. There we go. Okay, so here's the room we did last time. Carnation's room. And now we have to do the secret tunnel. And at first, I wanted it to be the bookshelf, but I think having it be the closet makes more sense, because the closet could just sort of fall into the wall, and then just this could open up. So I think I'm gonna duplicate, and then I'm going to do this. Hey! Hi, how you been? You were going to a convention, right? The last time I talked to you, I think. How did it go? Did you have fun? Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Hold on, I need to shift. I need to press shift. There we go. Here, let me lower my mic a bit because I feel like you might be able to hear me better. Okay. Right. Oh, it's still a few weeks out. Oh, that's right. Thought Bubble, that's what it's called. What am I? Oh, I'm on the transparent, that's why. I'm still getting my bearings again a little bit. And so then this is a little bit arched. But yeah, in the other streams, I finished out Carnation's room. Oh, that's so cool! I haven't been to a gallery viewing in a while. Oh, I think I remember you talking about that. Yeah. Yeah, Inkblot. That's another one that I always thought sounded so cool. But yeah, so this is Keeper Carnation's room, and so then I tried to make it like homey and then kind of have that sci-fi look but still have some of the religious elements. And I just wanted to flesh out what the whole room looked like, because chapter 1's the most of the rest of chapter 1 is gonna be in here, and then we'll move into the city, and then that's where chapter 1 will end. And there's gonna be a little bit of a fight scene in here. The first fight scene that I'm drawing, so I'm a little bit nervous but also excited. So I really wanted to flesh out what the room looked like. And then here's the secret tunnel. Oh, this should be on this layer. Oh no, it's fine, we'll just remake it. I think, how do I want it to, maybe there's like a button. Like under here, there's a button. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. It's kind of, so the tunnel's going to lead into, because she's, you know, the keeper of the founder's tomb. And while the church or the temple is built sort of on the tomb or close to the tomb, like around the tomb, it's not really open to the public because it's so old. But people do like take pilgrimages to the church, kind of. And so because of that, it's like a secret exactly like how to get into it, because they've probably had some people that, like, you know, tried to break in and find it. So it's very hush hush. So then the keeper's room has a secret entrance into where the tomb is. So that was my thought behind it. So it's a very, very old tunnel that is kind of cramped and kind of goes into this tomb that doesn't see a lot of people. Yeah, so this is mostly what I'm going to be doing this stream. It's not gonna be the longest stream ever. I do have to get up early tomorrow because I have a flight I have to catch. The flight isn't early, but I still have stuff to do before the flight. So I'm thinking that maybe the volume threshold for my PNG tuber might have to be a little bit lower. Let me see if I can fix that right now. Maybe this is better. Yeah, because my voice kind of gets to hear. Okay. There we go. I got distracted. Once again. Oh, and today I'm also, trying to dual stream. Edit stream info. Oh my gosh. Oh, cool. That would be so, it would be so fun to see like the original pages of a comic and be able to see all of their like to see any like pen lines or like erase marks. It's so interesting because I hate seeing I hate seeing like sketch marks or erase marks on my own drawings, but I love seeing it on other people's. It feels like I can sort of peel back time and see how they made stuff. I'm not sure if that makes sense. But like you can see the work through time. don't think of... Wait, how... What do you mean an A0? How big even is that? Wait, 33 inches and 46.8 inches? That would take up like my whole wall. That's so large. That's huge. That's the size of a whiteboard. Okay, we need to do something about this, I think. I think it is an arch, but it goes into a regular 4. Yeah, we do use weird page. I mean, I do know like A4 and A5, because those are like normal size. Those are the normal sizes of paper. I just had never heard of an A0 before, so I had no reference for how big that was. But yeah, I think, like, I mean, we have like a letter size, which is like the 8.5 by 11 like printer paper. A sizes double each number they drop. Oh, I don't think I ever noticed that. I mean, it makes sense why they get exponentially bigger then. I just had never really put 2 and 2 together because I'm not a math person. But yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, I'd never heard of an A0 before. That's absolutely massive. How much would that even cost? Like, at least $100, probably more. How would you even get it to your house? I don't think... Would that fit? I would have to like... It would like breach the... breach is a weird word. It would like sit on... It would sit on like the armrest of my car because it's so large. Like I would have to move around it to shift gears. But yeah, we do use weird sizes. And we use weird distance and weird temperature. I will say though, for the temperature thing, I can't remember where online I read this, but the way to get the vibe of different like Celsius and Fahrenheit is that Fahrenheit is more like how body feels heat, and then Celsius is how like water feels heat, because it's like 0 to 100 is like freezing and boiling, and then Fahrenheit is like in Fahrenheit I think 96.6 is like the average human homeostasis. So it's like if you're at 100, you've got a little bit of a fever, but you're fine. So it's sort of how like the body feels heat. So if you're like just under 100%, you're okay. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's the way that I've thought about it. Like, I'll have to see if I can justify a smaller poster. Oh, that's really cool. So it's like the characters are like they almost like take up a whole wall. That would be really cool. Yeah, I literally, one of the reasons why I couldn't stream a couple weeks ago is because I did take a trip to IKEA and I got a new I got a new bed frame so that I could store stuff underneath it. And then I got a new bookcase. And the thing about the bookcase is that now I just have a normal room with 2 full bookcases instead of a room overflowing with books. Like, I could maybe fit like 4 or 5 more books in the bookcase that I have. But that's pretty much it. I just had 2 bookcases full of stuff all over my room. That looks bad. I'm trying to think of how the lights in here would work. I think they would kind of be, I kind of want them to be like this is what the lights are like right here. Like there would be these, oh, maybe like instead of right there it would be like emergency lights on the ground. That would lead for some interesting lighting opportunities for myself. Doing like an under light coming from under the characters. Okay, I think I can. For this guy, I think I'm just gonna, it doesn't have to be anything fancy. I can just like make this black and then $50 squares of space. Dang. I don't know. Sounds like you might just need a bigger house. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Yeah, just buy a whole house. Buy a whole nother house so you can get the poster that you want. I feel like that's a good use of your money. I did mention how I'm not going to be able to stream this weekend either because my friend's wedding is this weekend. Right? Did I mention that? I feel like my body is like... Okay, there we go. Now I can talk. And when my body jumps, you can't see the end of my torso. So this is like... a big stone-built house. A library spread across several floors. Sounds absolutely peak. You could get one of those like ladders that like slides across the shelves. Like like in Beauty and the Beast. That's my only reference for that ladder. I saw that when I was like freaking 8 years old. And I was like, that's it. That's what I want in my life. That is both something I want that is also achievable to have. Yes, exactly. You are a Disney princess. Just believe in yourself. Like all of the Disney princesses say. Oh, speaking of, have you seen the Knights of Guinevere pilot? If you haven't, I would highly, highly recommend. I'm trying to think of what happens to her shoes. Do they just stay where they are? And they have to step over them? And maybe it's on like a little thing too. Oh no, I completely understand. I was actually talking about this my last stream on Sunday with Matt about how I almost have like content burnout. Like there's so many different things. It's like, oh, you should watch this, you should read this. Oh my gosh, you haven't seen that show yet? Oh my gosh, the podcast that I found a few months ago that I really like now has 20 new episodes out, and I don't have the time or the energy to sit down and listen to them. Like that kind of thing. Which like, oh, I like this podcast, or like, I like the show, and then I binge it. And then, oh, all of the other shows, the 20 shows and 10 podcasts and all of these YouTube channels that I follow was releasing weekly content in the meantime, and then I get so behind and then I freak out, and then I'm like, this is supposed to be just stuff I enjoy in my free time. I have to just tell myself, oh, I don't have to watch it if I don't have the energy to, or if I don't want to at that moment. You know? And then because I feel obligated to then watch it because I'm like, oh my gosh, I like this person, I like the content that they make. I have to watch it. And then I freak myself out. And then it's like, I think they'll forgive me if I don't watch it at this moment. You know? Oh, unlicensed alien material. You know, I haven't seen the Alien movies. I've seen, parts of them, like the clips, but I actually haven't seen them. I think it's because like when I was introduced to horror stuff like a lot later in life. And then at that point it just wasn't a priority. I mean, but all of the Alien stuff is coming out now, and I've watched someone play the Alien games. Oh, that sounds cool. That sounds exactly up my alley. Like Shark Boy and Lava Girl. Oh, I found the Instagram account. Nice. I almost want to just sit down and watch the Knights of Guinevere show again. Turn this into a YouTuber reacts. Oh, that's right. I sort of had like, it's like cracks and stuff. A spider web. Okay, maybe not that many cracks. I don't want it to look like absolutely like it's gonna collapse any moment. I just want it to look a little bit run down. That's cool. That's cool how you've been going to it enough that you can like see it getting bigger and bigger. That's really awesome. I'm hoping to, at the start of next year, maybe go to my local comic convention, because I've only gone to like the super big one that's like the like comic slash anime slash, you know, everything convention that's, you know, an hour or two away from me. I've only ever been to that one, but I would love to go to my local one. I think it's still pretty big, but hopefully not as bad. Hopefully the parking will be better if I go. Yeah. That's the problem with stuff getting bigger, is that they'll have to move venues or figure out something else. But it still is exciting that it's getting more popular. I'm trying to think of maybe something like this. Having it be yeah, I think that the one that I went to was mostly focused on like merch. Honestly, there was so many different like merch, plush tables. I mostly like doing York Zine Fest. Oh, I want to go to a Zine Fest. There was a comic thing that I wanted to go to, but it's like, I don't know who would want to go with me, and it's like 3 hours away. So it would be like a whole thing to go to. And it was like a smaller event, so there wasn't anyone in particular that I wanted to see there really bad. So I didn't end up going. You wouldn't really be able to see that from here. Okay. I do want to. I have so many ideas for different zines I want to make too. I have so many ideas for so many different things I want to make. I need to really narrow it down and be like, okay, I'll make this thing, because then I like get overwhelmed and I don't make anything. Or I'll like be like, okay, I need to make a list of things that I want to make, and then I'm like, okay, I need to make a list of the things I want to make. And it's a never-ending cycle for me, I think, about making lists and planning to make things, and then I don't end up making them. But I'm going to make stuff. And my hand has been a lot better. The bone's in the right place. I'm not sure if I've mentioned that the bone in my arm, my forearm bone, what's it called? Ocular bone? The tiny one in your forearm, that was in the wrong place. is now in the right place. And now just the tendons and stuff need to like heal and chill the fuck out. And I have been, like, instead of the pain being constant, I would say that I'm at about a 60-40 of 40 being no pain, 60 being pain. But the pain is like lesser. So I think that that's good. So it's, you know, it's a slow progress, but it's still progress. Obviously, it can't magically be healed overnight. So I'm very excited. I think that that gives off the sort of more rundown vibe that I was looking for. Kind of ominous too. That's a very successful 2025. I did a lot of social events in 2025. Like, I hung out with my friends a lot. And, yeah, hung out with a lot of friends a lot of different times. And I went to my friend whose wedding I'm going to. You know, I went to her because I'm in the bridal party, so I went to the, like, bachelorette vacation. And I'm also going on a cruise. So a lot of social stuff. And I'm working on getting my hand better, and I'm starting to draw again, so I'm doing pretty good. Hopefully next year I can draw more. But I'm pretty satisfied with what I've done so far. Oh, I want to do the kneaded eraser. But yeah, kneaded eraser. But yeah, that's a lot of different. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 events. 4 like conventions, a gallery trip, in-store signings, and warehouse sale at Traveling Man. I feel like I also don't know what's going on in my area. I think I might need to have more information about just this stuff going on around me. I mostly just work and then go home and draw. But I think that might be like a... Is that a stereotype of, like, artists and, like, comic book artists? They, like, don't go outside and they're shut-ins and all that. I do go outside. I do hang out a lot with my friends, but I have no idea what's going on in my neighborhood. I don't know what the comic scene is like in the area that I am currently live. I think I know more about the, like, Pokemon scene solely through my friends, because they play Pokemon and stuff at a bunch of different shops. I'm pretty sure those shops probably also have comic books. Yeah. Yeah, there are a few local shops that I've been to. I actually did at one of those shops a couple of years ago. I did just a random session of D&D, and that was fun. It was actually really funny, because there was because it was a random group of people, so, it was a couple of adults, and then me, and then a, random, 12-year-old boy, and then his guardian. And the guardian was just sort of chilling with us, and then he was playing. And he was like, I want to be like the fighter barbarian. Okay, so then we all, make super simple characters and then go through a super simple dungeon. But as soon as it came to combat, he was like, oh, I'm not fighting, I'm saving myself. Which is so valid. I thought it was absolutely hilarious. But yeah, he completely left the not fighter classes to die. Oh, it was so funny. Yeah, but I've bought a few things from a local shop. I think they actually moved to a different location, and that's why I haven't been to their new location. But yeah, I've only been to that one shop. I haven't been to... I'm sure we have others. So I should definitely take a day and maybe go looking around at different shops. Have I read Lonely? Let me see. I don't think I have. I'm not sure which comic you're talking about. But if you assume that I've read it, I'll probably like it. That's happened to me a few times before, where someone's like, oh, you've read this, or oh, you've watched this, and I'm like, no, and they're like, you? It's not like they're like, oh, how dare you not watch it, but they're just so surprised that, like, me as a person hasn't watched this particular media, because they're like, they know me, and they're like, of course she's, oh, yeah. Yeah, I have. I have it. I'm looking at it from my bookshelf. Yes, I have read it. But yes, I have read it, and I liked it very much. I would love to. I know you've talked about meeting her, and I'm so jealous. I would love to meet her. She seems like a very hilarious person. Just there's something about people who are really great writers that can, like, make you, they're super hilarious people. They can, you know, make you laugh, make you cry, make you scared, because they're just really good writers. These don't look like boots, but that's okay. They're whatever. That reminds me, I do need to ask my friends if they want to go to my local comic. She was wearing I'm Not Here as well as the mask. That's so cool. Cosplaying as a version of yourself from your own meta comic book is actually incredible. Pressed the wrong thing, because of course I did. I found that no matter how many brushes I download, a G pen's always a real one. It's a good pen. No, I didn't see that. Oh my gosh, I have to look up I mean, it'll probably be a 2026 thing, but maybe I can look up what cons she's gonna be at. This is so out of date. San Diego Comic-Con 2024. Oh, this is the one. It's talking about the... Yeah, this is an interview that she did. Yeah, it's probably something I'll have to look at. It probably won't be anywhere near me. Yeah. Yeah, she might. I wonder, there's probably like a lot of, I can't imagine like all of this stuff that would be involved moving across like the world, let alone the country. So much stuff's probably involved. Ooh. Ah. Old secret hallway. Oh wait, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to make a new group. Oh, I have caps lock on. That's fine. Just a sketch. When the song first, like, when I heard the first, like, sting of the song, I was like, oh my gosh, do I have YouTube open? Do I have a Drawfee stream playing in YouTube by accident? Like a fight or flight or something. Okay, so we have the hallway sketch. We have Carnation's room. We have the secret tunnel. I think I do want to do an updated Keeper's Tomb. And I do want to Stephanie Phillips. Oh yeah. Yeah, waiting for the compendium. I think that's what I'm gonna do with Saga, because I have the first, I have the first compendium of Saga, and I think I have the, because I couldn't wait, I got the, like, next little volume after that. But I think, other than that, I think I'll probably wait for the second compendium, and then get all of those. That's what I'm gonna do with Saga. But yeah, I love waiting for a good compendium. Okay, so these are the next things that we're gonna do. The Keeper's Tomb and the final shot, the Middle City of Aeon. Like the final shot of chapter 1 where you're gonna see the big city. The big city. Yeah, I do think that there's some other things that I want to do as well. Not necessarily streaming wise. I do want to do like a 100 head challenge. I think that that'll be in my sketchbook though. And then that'll be like all my characters. And I'll use references obviously, but it'll all be them, just to get some practice in. Hey! Hey, how are you, Matt? Hey, the grind, it don't stop. In the club, we're all fam. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, so other things that I want to do is the Keeper's Tomb and the final shot of the Middle City of Aeon for chapter 2. And then I want to do, I think I want them to be YouTube videos, but I want to do 100 heads challenge with my OCs. And what else? I had the Milano up. Yeah, the problem is when you know, wait for the compendium, you gotta wait. You gotta wait for it. But I do love a good binge. Here it is. Here's some video ideas that I had. Yes. My workspaces, don't look at that. Don't look at how I have the free Milanote. But yeah, I want to do like a zine challenge. I actually had this thing where I was kind of inspired by Gavin, how you had like the monthly genres for comics, and I was like, what if I had monthly challenges for myself? I think this would probably be like a 2026 vibe. But because in November they have there's that writing November challenge where you basically write 50,000 words in the month of November. Like either you write a novel or at least the start of a novel in November. And then I'm like, I could do that challenge but write the rest of my comic. Well, I have the wire line of the plot. I could just bust out the whole comic in November. And then when I go back to thumbnail it, I can do that second pass and edit it as I go there. Wait, you read the compendium in a single day? That is a lot. But yeah, so there's that November writing challenge. I think that could be an interesting challenge and an interesting YouTube video as well, going through that process. And then there's also, you know, like all of the monthly challenges, like I think the 100 head challenges is like a 10-day challenge, but then there's like there's like a bunch of different like sword timber and zine tober and inktober and all of the tobers. Me when. Yeah. If I could actually do all of the things in a year that I say I'm going to do in a year. The new stuff, I haven't been I've gone through a little bit of the new story for ZZZ, if that's what you're talking about. I haven't been able to go through all of it yet, but I did I tell you about how I used all of my pools for Vivian? I did tell you about that. Yeah. I'm still feeling the loss of all of the pools, but not that hard because I have Vivian now. Anyway, I think separating the different goals that I have into like monthly challenges could help me. So, yeah, that's what I'm having. So I'm hoping that by, what is that? Is that just scribbles? It is just scribbles. So I'm hoping that maybe next week I could stream these guys, and then my 10,000 page reading goal for the year, completely arbitrarily decided number, proved unsustainable. I feel like that is a summary of most of my life and the goals that I set for myself. Completely arbitrary and in the long run absolutely unsustainable, and I eventually burned myself out. Who knew? But yeah, Matt, this is just what I did in that hour. I just, instead of making the bookshelf the secret tunnel, I went for the closet. Oh, 100,000. That's crazy. 100,000 pages. Well, I mean, think about it this way. You easily did 10,000 pages, so you already passed that goal. We need to do the same thing as a Kickstarter goal, where we have a challenging but achievable goal at the start, and then we have stretch goals for ourselves. That if we pass that, then we can give ourselves a little treat. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh, I need to bust out my old sketchbook. Ugh. Sorry for the ASMR. Oh, I haven't popped this guy open in a while. Oh, it's so fun. All of my old concepts. Wow. Okay. I see what I did here. Yeah, that makes sense. Because also, you know, you don't know what'll happen. Like maybe you get sick and you're kind of out of commission for a week. Maybe, you know, something happens with work or family and you get super busy. Or maybe, you know, you just find a show or something else that you want to watch for a little bit. '90s Catwoman and Nightwing. That sounds super fun. Okay, so what do we want to do here? I know that we want... Oh, I'm still in red. I know we want the tomb to be in the middle. I think I'm just gonna do a basic sketch for this to start out, and then I might head to bed. But I do want to... I have the energy to do more, so I will do more. I do think that this is more of a mausoleum space than a like a graveyard space. So it has the above ground tomb. Okay, here's... because it is person-sized. A tomb is a person-sized. And so here's a person. Here's Carnation. And she's also pretty tall. I would say that she's... well, I think that a lot of people are tall. Do you guys know that I'm short? I'm not sure if... because I think that there's some people that might seem like taller in personality, or like would be surprising if they're tall or surprising if they're short. I'm not sure if it's surprising, but I am quite short. Yeah, hopefully. I'm excited. I will have fun because it's in a very fun place. So I'm very excited. And I'm very excited to see everyone because we all live far apart. Oh, these are 2 blocks away. This is 2 blocks away and this is 1 block away, so I'm just gonna... oh, I fucked up. Nope. Nope. This one. Oh my gosh. I don't know my own short keys. I really don't know my own short keys. This one. Okay. Actually, I think that I'm going to make... okay, I'm remembering what my own short keys are, which is good. Keep on doing that one wrong. Okay, yeah, that looks a lot better. Spooky month, Hellblazer. Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun. Just taking a few hours to read with something chill in the background. I usually have a lot of streams on when I'm working. Either when I'm drawing or like working for my actual job. I'll have a stream in the background a lot of the time. And I think I want to have a lot of plants. I want to have like, I do think that I made plants an important motif in here. And so I want there to be a like cultural significance for plants in a way that's maybe a bit more like I think, you know, in some regards plants are sacred for a lot of people, but there's something about being in space that I think gives them a sort of preciousness that I think would be different than the preciousness that we have for them, if that makes sense. Because they are natural, but they aren't natural to here, to this environment. Because there is no environment except for the one that we made. Yeah, library tours are very nice. I really like drawing streams like this one. I really like the Drawfee live stream, that's really fun. I really like when people do like, when they walk through, like journal look-throughs or like sketchbook walk-throughs. I think that those are really fun too. And another celebratory thing is that I've been dual streaming from Twitch for about an hour and 23 minutes. I started the Twitch stream a little bit later than the YouTube one, but it hasn't, fingers crossed, knock on wood, it hasn't broken. It hasn't crashed. So that's exciting. Where would the door, the secret tunnel door, where would that come in? Where would that be? Wait, it wouldn't start up there, it would start up here because that's where the... It doesn't go into the wall. That doesn't make sense. So it would start here. There's probably almost like a tool shed. Probably like right here. I kind of also want there to be like a table that she sits at. It's almost like taking care of the plants in the tomb is almost like a, you know, it's a religious ritual for her. And for a lot of the keepers, it's a part, you know, a part of their religious duties. And so then sometimes you might just come here for clarity. Oh yeah. Please get some sleep. I would love it if you got some sleep. Sleep's great. I love sleeping. I hope you can get a really good sleep before work. And I hope that you can get that sleep schedule back to a good place for you. But yeah, have a good night. Okay, what did the other two... Where did I put that? No. Here they are. The builder and the architect. Oh, why is it white? Why are you white? Okay. And then the builder has like blueprints that they're writing. No, wait, this is the architect. The architect has like blueprints that they're writing, and then the builder has a hammer. Did I have a... Oh, that's right. Sometimes you forget the things that you know. like, I know what I'm not gonna tell you, but I know what the founder's name is because I wrote it down for myself. But then I forgot. And then each of the people has their own, like, symbols. The builder, the founder, the architect, I really did do so much world building. I haven't really gone back in here. Yeah. Yeah, I think... It's probably like this. And then I think it's just all kind of like a grass turf kind of. Wait, that'll mess up. That's fine. Okay. We haven't saved. Oh boy. Okay, I'm happy with this. I'm happy with what we've done today. So I think I'm gonna call it a night as well. Yeah. I hope you guys have a lovely night. I hope you get some good sleep. I hope everyone has a good weekend. I won't be streaming. I'll be at a friend's wedding. But hopefully I can get a video started next week and start streaming at a hopefully semi-regular schedule. And yeah, I hope everyone has a good day. And now that I know I can stream to Twitch without breaking at everything, that kind of changes the game. And it actually looks pretty decent. And it's not like the lag on Twitch is like 5 seconds, while the lag on YouTube's like 30 seconds. So that's kind of crazy. Anyway, hope you guys have a good day and a good night and a good weekend. Bye-bye.